Before the time runs off, I would like to take you through just a topic today, which I know the topic will help a lot of farmers today. So today I'll be talking about the five bad practice in fish farming. So the one of the practices, and I'll be picking my number one. I call it wings it. Wings it means plan it. That means you must have a business plan. You must have a direction for your business. That means having a business plan of what you want to do, what you are about to do, what is your business structure, and how do you do it. All these questions you need to ask when you want to do your business to be successful. Because if you don't follow these grounds, I bet you they are very bad practice, because you will never have a directions. They said a driver who does not know where he's going drives in the wrong way, in the wrong path. Yeah. So it is very, very important for you as a successor in your business to understand the fact of what we call the principle of business planning. You must have a way to go. You must have directions. You must seek for directions. You must ask for directions. You must pathway with directions. So that is where you can automatically be successful in fish farming. Hey, hello guys. A good afternoon. You are welcome once again to my channel. You are welcome to Catfish Solution Place. Yeah, once again, my name still remains Odutola Isabiodun DTM, your anchor on this great channel. Today is the 27th of March 2023. Yeah, today is the 27th of March 2023. And today, as you are watching from my side, from the background, we are making a supply to one of our favorite customers. These customers do collect seedlings for us virtually every month, and that is how to tell you how good and how productive our product are. What I tell one of my customers is that when you have a very good product, you sell out a very good product, it gives you opportunity for a recurrence of transactions. What I mean by that is that your customer will still keep coming back, since you are trying to give them the best of the best products. So I do encourage anybody into any kind of production to be proactive, yeah, to be truthful, to try to give the best, so that customers can really relied on you. We have tried to build up a resume that most of our customers highly trusted us, and they sometimes give us a lot of money ahead for their proceed, and we do what we delivered when we said we would deliver. And despite that, delivering when we should deliver, we try to deliver the best. And we try to do what? We try to nurture, we try to take along our customers to try to do the best in every opportunity they have. Yeah, these are very, very important. This is what they call customer relationship in management. So if you want to build up a very good resume for yourself, the best resume you can give for yourself, what you call the trust, the integrity, the what you said should be what you said. If you said something when you are sleeping, by the time you wake up, you meet it like that. So it happens like that. So this is just a word of encouragement, though. So today is the 27th again of March 2023, and today we are making Mama T is one of our customers. If you look into most of our videos, you'll see him there virtually every month to take seedling for us. His farm is not that far from me, so conveniently comes around to take our fishes, and he increases. Yeah, we start Mama T with just 1,000 pieces of fishes, and now Mama T is going to about 8,000, 10,000 pieces of fishes. 6, 7, sometimes he orders 6, sometimes he come back for 2, sometimes come back for 3. So it ranges between 6 to 10,000 now, and we started with 1,000 pieces. So thank God for that. And myself, I would say I really give glory to God for making things happening the way we thought it would happen, because we are following His will. So thank you, God, and God will always bless all of my customers. And for you that have not joined Fox with all that you are not our customers here, God will definitely bless your business. Yeah. Before the time runs off, I would like to take you through just a topic today, which I know the topic will help a lot of farmers today. So today I'll be talking about the 5 bad practice in fish farming. So the one of the practices, and I'll be picking my number one. I call it wings it. Wings it means plan it. That means you must have a business plan. You must have a direction for your business. That means having a business plan of what you want to do, what you are about to do, what is your business structure, and how do you do it. All these questions you need to ask when you want to do your business to be successful. Because if you don't follow these grounds, I bet you they are very bad practice, because you will never have a directions. They said a driver who does not know where he's going drives in the wrong way, in the wrong path. Yeah. So it is very, very important for you as a successor in your business to understand the fact of what we call the principle of business planning. You must have a way to go. You must have directions. You must seek for directions. You must ask for directions. You must pathway with directions. So that is where you can automatically be successful in fish farming. And again, you can always make adjustment as you are going. When you have a business plan, you can always make a directions. Yeah, since you know that this is not what I want to do. For example, maybe your capacity you have at present is to stock 10,000 pieces of fishes, and by the time you are going on, somebody advise you to put on 15,000. So you can actually tell him, no, sorry, I have a plan, so I'm not going to that, so that I will not fail. Because it's very, very important for you to plan very well before you do the business. So let me go to the number 2. The number 2 is what I call hiring. Hiring. So if you want to hire and you don't understand the benefit, the genesis of hiring, this will be automatically be a bad practice for you. So I said, hiring what a plan you have. Hire to what the plan you have, because your plan, we already stated how many workers you want to have in your farm in order to meet up with the stock you have. Let me give you an instance. Maybe when you have not stocked your fishes and you thought you want to do big manrism, you're having 5 staffs. And the 5 staffs they started collecting maybe 50,000 naira every single month. And they took that, the 5 staffs will take 250,000 naira for a month. And the second month, they will take 250,000, adding up to 500,000 without no stock. And by the end of the day, you try to stock 10,000 pieces of fishes. I bet you, because I've been in that shoe before, I've seen a farm that does that before. Conveniently, they have about 8 staffs, and they have about, I think, 6-7 staff, and they are paying 380,000 naira. And by the time I got there, I met only 5,000 pieces of fishes. So the first question I asked is that where will you see the money to pay up the staff? Muted. So I couldn't get a very good and tangible result for that. So that is an error. With that, those are one of the bad practice that you can ever imagine in a big sense. It's in a successful business, because nobody would like to waste his money. So I call every business a successful business. It's not a child's play. In everything you lay your hands on, everything you try to put 1,000 naira on, to me, is for you to make 1,100 naira, 1,200 naira, and grow in a space. It's not easy. The truth is that it's not science rocket. So It's not what you do. It's not the business that you do that you make times 10. That's where many people are getting it wrong. So if you are coming towards us to advise you, give you a very good directions. We don't tell you we'll make 1 million naira in what you are doing. Depending on your capacity is when you can make 1 million naira. And that capacity I'm talking about will be fully loaded with not less than 10 million naira. That's the truth. Even Jesus Christ Jesus writes in his Bible that you pay him 10%. Yeah. So he doesn't say you should pay me 100%. So apart of a profit, because he knows it's not easy. So, and you need to mean a lot of things. That means before you can calculate your profit, that means you might have taken ahead all your expenses. There's no expenses inclusive. There are no running expenses of your farm inclusive. That's what you call it. You started sharing profit when in your net profit, not your gross profit. So you must quietly understand this. What I'm telling you is a very good advice that you need to take it. Those are one of the bad practice that you can ever imagine in a fish farming business that are killing a lot of farmers, most especially those of us that are into schemes. That means you are giving your house, your farm for lease. That means you're asking people to invest in your farm, and you didn't go through a kind of a very experienced financial person. There are a lot of financial people out there, but please go through a practicing financial person. Not anybody that put suits a practical financial person. Practical in the business you want to do. That is truth. So that person can really advise you on what problem you may encounter. So let me go to the number 3. The number 3 is what I call micromanagement of your farm. Yeah, micromanage your farm. Once you have a team, you should be able to trust them very well. Yeah, that in that area, I would just advise you that because of my experience and because of my the lot of farm I visited every single day, I've encountered a lot of that too. That I got to a farm because the family is in charge of the business and the gentleman is not in Nigeria, and the farm is being run by the family. I tell you, the family thought the man is not trusting them in what they are doing, and they are killing the farm. That is number 1. And sometimes you may not trust those people working for you. You'll be killing the farm, because when a worker tells you that the feed is finished, they bought 5 bags, and the 5 bags is for 2 days, and you thought, why will you buy 5 bags for 2 days? And you've forgotten that you have well over, maybe you have like 20 or 30,000 pieces of fishes in the farm, and the fishes are around they are going to around 3 months. Conveniently, if you calculate this they can take about 4 bags in a day, and you gave them money, and the third day they ask you for another money, knowing fully well that they did not feed in a day, because they are afraid. They are afraid to tell you the feed is finished because they know you will rant. So these are one of the bad practice that can affect your farm. So make sure that you get a very trustworthy workers team that will work for you, and please, you to put up your mind that you are trusting them, at least if not 100%, trust them 80%, so that your farm can work effectively the way you want them. And again, I will be going to the number 4. And I will be talking about a very, very important part of these practices that are one of the killing spot for farmers. That is what I call focus on your own business. So you do focus on your business. There's a friend of mine I talked to about diversification of business. Diversification of business is the genesis of success in any business you are embarking. What I mean by that is that I tell a friend that if you are a breeder, a hatcher, as people know, and sometimes you don't need to be a stocker. Because if you are breeding and you are stocking, you may have problem if you are not careful. Because you need to focus on a particular produce. And once you focus on that particular produce, all your mindset will be there. I told one of my customers this that presently I'm into breeding and consultancy, mentorship because I've in a long time I've paid my dues. I don't want to diverse much for me not to have problem. Problem, not financial problem. Anything can happen. You can seek because you have overworked yourself. You are overworking yourself. So I need to be very, very careful because I've been in the shoe before. So it is advisable to you to focus on the directions. Know what you are doing. Focus on a particular product. You don't be the hatcher, you don't be the grow out, you don't do the feed mailing, you don't do the processing, you don't do the marketing, you don't you really understand there's another business that is coming into farmers now, and you start felleting and you started going to organization. Maybe there's one fish association of Lagos, fish association of Germany, fish association. You started overworking yourself, and this will, you will lack a lot of concentration in your farm. So please be focused. Be focused. I'm not saying you should not do any association, but make sure that you don't overwork yourself. Make sure that if you don't put best people into the practice of what you are doing, because you need to monitor your farm yourself, because you are the one that owns the business, or else you see money from somewhere. If you don't see money from anywhere, so you need to sit down and monitor your farm, is an advice. So for you to be going around, to be joining issues with who you don't want to go around to farmers and be talking and be exposing yourself, you don't need it. Just focus on your farm to success. So the last but not the least I'll be talking about, which is the number 5, is that selling your product before it is ready. This is highly very, very wrong. I will just brief that because it's voluminous for me to talk about, because it's a very huge topic now. So what I mean by this is that your produce, maybe you are urging for melange, you are selling melange, and you need to know how to feed for melange. Not that you'll be feeding for grow out, and by the end of the day you now have problem, you say you want to sell it for melange. That may be catastrophic, because once you are feeding for melange, you should know the amount of quantity of fishes you are feeding and the amount you use in feeding them. So you may ask around those people that are in contact with me, that want to do business with me. I normally tell them, if you want to do business, you have to get money for feed. Not that they will be feeding your fishes, the feed will stop, and you'll start asking questions that how do they feed your fishes. So it's better for you to get the amount of quantity that you use to feed your fishes, get it down. This will help you in different ways. This one will help you when feed increases. When feed increases, you already have your feed as stock. Presently, I have a lot of marketers that call me from branded feed in Nigeria to help them sell their feed. Maybe their feed in a store and is getting expired and co. So I help them to do that too as well. So that means you need to know the expiring date of your feed. So it's better for you to take it directly from them, or you buy it and you stock it in your farm. When it increases, it doesn't affect you. Let me give you an instance. When a feed increase with 200 naira, a bag between 300, 200 naira, and conveniently you are going to use like 300 bags to feed them. By the time you calculate 200 by 300, you know that what amounts to. With that, that's the profit you can get once you have your feed on ground. And again, this one will help you in feeding your fishes well. So with this, I'll be saying a very good thank you to you. Make sure that you subscribe and you follow this page. So my name once again is Dr. Isa Abiodun, DTM, your anchor on this great channel. So thank you and God bless you all.